This is an example of what happens when internal engine parts come loose and get into your transmission. So this is on my 78 KZ1000, but I had a bolt come loose and stir around inside the oil and got up into my gears, and it destroyed a couple of them pretty good, which is unfortunate because I sent these gears off to Fast by Gassed to be back cut. So there was an expense to get this transmission set up, and now I'm gonna have to do it again. I do have a engine for parts, so I do have the spare parts, but I am gonna have to send it off, and I'm gonna see if I can send some of the gears that made up to the bad gears, and maybe kind of reduce my cost on this second time around. But yeah, so this is the culprit right here. This bolt holds my shift drum in place, and this is like a lock washer right here that you bend up against the face of the bolt, and these edges should wedge up on the sidewall of the engine case and keep it from spinning. But I don't know, I either didn't have it smashed up on the face of the bolt good enough, or I don't know, but whatever happened, this came loose, and this is what did all that damage. And while I got it apart, because I had to split the cases to get that, I am going to address all of this blow-by that's coming out on past the spark plugs. So kind of what I had determined is that the surface of the head where the spark plug gasket smashes into was not flat enough for the gasket to seal really well. So at first I thought this was like scorching because the engine was running hot, but it's more, I've determined that it's unburnt fuel leaking past the spark plugs. So what I ended up buying is a thread cleaning tool and a seat cleaning tool. So it's got like this cutter on there, and it's got spring pressure on it, so this slides up and down, but it will not spin when you spin it. It'll spin with it when you spin this into the threads. It doesn't free spin. So what it does is it will cut this somewhat and kind of take off any high spots. It's not perfect. I think the spring pressure could be a little bit better, but it's helped a bit. And hopefully when I get this thing back together, I won't have any more like leaking past the spark plugs. But yeah, if anybody else was interested in this, it took a little investigating to figure out what this tool would even be called. But yeah, they do make such a thing. So that's what I'm dealing with.